Hey everybody, it's Ashley Ray from letstalkraystyle.com, and I bring you another video based off of my blog. This one is called Your Privilege is Showing. Now let me just jump right into it. So I don't know if you guys heard, but there is a lady named Shannon Blick, B-L-I-C-K. That is suing Ann Arbor Public Schools for discrimination due to her whiteness. You heard me, she's suing Ann Arbor Public Schools because she believes she's being discriminated against because she is white. Okay, so you know I had to get like the whole backstory. I had to get my journalistic skills to kick into gear before I started writing about this topic, which I'll actually put the blog link in the description. Okay, so here we go. So she's suing Ann Arbor Public Schools because a principal from another school, let me just say this, she is a principal at a middle school in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So another principal from another district who happens to be a black man tells her, hey, I think it would be a good idea if you go on a medical leave because they've implicated you in stealing $25,000 with a custodian. So if I were you, I would just go on a medical leave and lay low for a while until this blows over. Okay. So of course, you know, this black guy probably thinks he's doing her a favor, like being her friend, telling her like, look, I'm trying to look out for you. This is what you need to do. So shortly after that, Shannon was advised by letter that, you know, they were placing her on a paid administrative leave. Basically what the other principal had already told her. And she wasn't allowed to discuss the reasoning with anyone or talk to any parents, etc., which is not uncommon because, you know, you never know how these implications or accusations will turn out. So you don't want to go running your mouth about something that's going to make you look even worse. So Shannon claims that when she did get her chance to meet with everyone and discuss what was happening, that she was put in a hostile environment. She was talked to in a hostile way, and her character was defamed. Sis, if you're out here stealing $25,000, you're defaming your own character. Now, I'm not saying that that is true. I'm not saying that she stole the $25,000, but it is implied. She's implicated in this $25,000 being missing. So anyway, Shannon believes this is retaliation for her being white because she is not a minority. And the school districts in Ann Arbor, like the school board, is conducted of all minorities, and apparently it's minorities that's running the school that Shannon works at. So let me just say this. When I looked on the website, Shannon was still listed as the principal. However, a black assistant principal is replacing her temporarily while she's on this paid leave. So Shannon thinks that all of this is happening simply because she's not a minority. Shannon, your privilege, my love, is showing. And that is exactly why this is called Your Privilege is Showing. Because regardless if she stole the money or not, right? I guarantee you there is a reason why she was put on leave, and it has nothing to do with her being white. She is using her privilege in a manner to tamper with discrimination laws and rights that black people and other minorities need in order to protect them in the workplace and in the world. And that really pisses me off because the whole world is set up for people who look like Shannon, and that's why she's able to even get away with this bullshit lawsuit to begin with. And I can't even believe that a lawyer actually took this case because, first of all, if she did feel like she was being discriminated against because she is white, it's not a civil rights issue. It's not racial discrimination. It's called reverse racism, reverse racial discrimination, which we know that these things don't exist because, again, all of the systems are set up for white people or Caucasian people to succeed. Now, this isn't, you know, this isn't a secret. These are facts. It's systematic racism. So this is what we have to deal with. But Her making or filing this lawsuit saying that she's being discriminated against because she's a minority actually shows that she can't handle working under people that do not look like her. This basically, if you break it down, just shows that she does not like that she has to report to people that are non-white. People that are non-white have authority over her, and it's really bothering her, and that's the real reason why she is filing this lawsuit. I mean, think about it. Who is the one who has the real issue with race? It's clearly Shannon. And I don't know like what your work backgrounds are, but in corporate America, it seems that white women are very fragile, and that's one of the reasons why the phrase white fragility exists, because you can say something, I can say something like, no, let's not do it this way. I need you to do it in this particular way. And I can explain the steps because this, and this. And it is not uncommon for white women or white people in general to say that black women are aggressive in the workplace. And I touched on this in a previous video too. It's called Black Women in the Workplace. But it's not, I guess it's a matter of culture, but it's also a matter of racial biases. For her to say that someone is hostile, like, what makes someone hostile? Because they don't speak in the same manner that you do? That's just a cultural difference. And it's almost like in corporate America, they want to force you to be a certain way, like them, to make them comfortable, you know? And it's not a matter of being comfortable, because in this world, we are made up of all different types of people with all different cultures, language barriers, etc. And we are to respect our differences, not to view them in a negative manner, which could possibly cause someone to lose their job. But these are things that go on all the time. Shannon clearly has not experienced racial discrimination within the workplace. Racial discrimination is me raising my hand, giving a suggestion, and my suggestion being shot down. And then 20 minutes later, Megan raises her hand and says the exact same thing that I say, but her suggestion is considered great and innovative and new and eye-opening, but mine was shut down and we said the same thing. That is racial discrimination within the workplace. But when you are used to being listened to all the time, everything that you have to say, someone is always listening. It's very important, and you always have your feelings taken into consideration regardless of the circumstance. When that doesn't happen, or someone doesn't take your suggestions, I guess that would make someone feel like, oh, you know, oh, it must be just me, like they're just doing this to me. Not that your idea wasn't good or that's just not what we're doing. You feel like that's discrimination. That shit is absolutely insane to me. It really blows me. It blows me that someone actually took this case. Like I said, that would not be racial discrimination if it's a white person. It would be reverse racial discrimination, which really isn't a real thing if you know anything about this country and the history of black people and white people. Like, there is no such thing as reverse racial discrimination. Black people can't even technically be racist because we do not control a system that would hinder white people from advancing in life and moving ahead. And that's what I try to get people to understand. So bottom line is this: I don't know if Shannon stole this $25,000 or not, but what I will say is I guarantee that she was not put on leave simply because she is white. So have you all ever experienced some white fragility at work, or some type of racial discrimination against you at work for being black or another minority or another person of color? Let me know. I'm going to leave the link to this actual blog in my description, as I always do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you are not a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, hey Ray Bays, like this video and share it with someone. All right, until next time, smooches.